help you. You don't want to appear. Will you agree?
No.
Now the first lady is calling you. Come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet?
No.
Child. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh.
It's okay.
So, whatever you can't, whatever you didn't create, like I was saying, you don't have much chance of changing that. But now let's come back to us who are, all of you are still open. That just maybe, because with all this evidence, double nomination of a shitty boy, the link to narcotic and conviction that leads to forfeiture, Tifnumbu the drug lord, for a perjury, Tifnumbu declaring that he didn't have another nationality, and his defense coming out to make a mockery of a DO petition because they are not afraid of anything. They don't believe they will lose. But a lot of you believe that how could they present all of this evidence? And the court is still going to say Tinubu is this Baba, hey, I have to see what I do mostly on my Egun's Diary Political myself is not just to expose the rots in Nigeria. I do my best to explain the rot. I even go as far as sort of a role playing it. I wish I have a co-presenter that I can always co-play, role play with when I'm explaining some situation to you. Sure, you get, like, you will get to understand, like, okay, I will say something, they will say something, and all of that. So my point is, if you are dealing with Nigeria, there are some certain things, if not all things, that you can't compare in Nigeria courts, especially when it comes to elections. They don't look at evidence. They look for technicalities. Do you know what I mean? Technicality is you have a case and you take it to court. You expect your defendant, the person you are taking to court, to what? To come and defend everything you are presenting as your petition. And then you expect the courts, the judges, to look at all the evidence, listen to both parties, and then come out and rule based on evidence. Abi? No. That's not how it's done in Nigeria. In Nigeria, the judge, after the two of you say whatever you want to say, the judges will look at technicalities in your case. Where you are supposed to say, hey, and you say, ho, that's technical problem. That is the reason why your case cannot go further. Yeah, that's the joke it is. I'm not making it up. In Imo State, somebody that came fourth though, that scored 97,000 votes. So, the first person that they declared winner scored over 240,000 votes. Ihedioa. The one that they declared second, Okorocha's son-in-law, he scored over 170,000 votes. The one they declared third, I can't remember his name, he scored over 102,000 votes. In Imo State, when they did the election, the one that Oples was on Dijo, that scored 92,000, 97,000 votes. He took everybody to court, fourth person. They started looking for technicalities in the person they sworn in as a governor, Ihedioa. And the moment they took Ihedioa out, technicality, and they cancel his vote, cancel the vote of the second person. By the time they added their more vote to that of in court, boom. Number 4th person is now the governor of Imo State. He's running for second term now. Well, maybe that one is too far, Abi. Shebi, you know the one that is there right now, Robert Stamp Lawan, the Senate president. This guy, when everybody was picking the form up for whatever they wanted to be, this guy picked up the presidential form because inside the asshole rock, they said he is the anointed candidate of Bokwari. How? So he picked up the form. He wants to be president. He was campaigning everywhere. He wanted to be the presidential candidate. Before the convention of APC to choose their candidates, they've already done the primary elections, so elections into other places to, candidates from other positions. Guess what? When this guy finally lost the primary elections, the party, his party, APC, they decided to tell the winner of the primary election for the senatorial districts, which he didn't contest for, they told that one to step down. Back and forth for like 10 months. They went to court. Their first court said that because there is a technical problem in the way that guy filed his case, defended his case. So because of that, he didn't win. They should give the ticket to Lawan. Somebody will not contest election. No, he didn't contest at all. They went to appeal court. The guy proved his case there. They said the court should, APC should give the ticket. INEC should recognize him as the candidate of APC. Then they went to Supreme Court. When they got to Supreme Court, now for Supreme Court, they said, well, this is the final. You can't go anywhere else. Lawan, person will no contest anything. They said because the lawyer to the real candidate, they said because the way he filed this case, there is a technical problem, technical thing there. So because of that, they have no, they won't have to, they don't have time. They just said the person will not participate. Person that didn't participate in primary elections is now the senator-elect. So if I give you examples of what Nigeria system represents, I know you may want to have hope. You may want to build one and make it real. But at the same time, you shouldn't forget the real one. The one, the nightmare. The Nigeria you actually wanted to go away so that a new one can come. That you want a new one that you believe the judiciary represents, shouldn't kind of stop you from understanding what the real judiciary represents. So that you won't come back and say, judiciary is this. Can you see their judgment? Say they did not see the cocaine this thing. Say they did not see the evidence. They see everything. They have everything. Everything you think you know, including the ones you don't know about Tifnumbu, they have them. But they won't use them. Ganifa Wayimi, during the election, he started pursuing Tifnumbu because he believed that he would probably use the influence of Yoruba this, Yoruba that in 1999 to become the governor. So he started a very, very big case against him. Perjury, forgery, sure you get, and so many. But what they did was that, and I think Chief Ganefawayimi's case against Tifnumbu, before the start of, before he got sworn in as governor of Lagos State, I think that gave Tifnumbu the idea of what the future will hold in Nigeria. And therefore, he never looked back in getting himself ready, buying everything that is buyable. Everyone that could pop up later in the future to gang up again, to gang up and ask him questions, right? Legally or put him down. They will all have something on them that will hold them back from taking such action in Nigeria. I kind of believe that. Because Chief Ganefawayimi chased Tifnumbu, they like enter anything. But you know what? The moment they sworn Tifnumbu in, boom, immunity. anywhere. Drake. Thank you very much, Jerry. Dre Lake. My party don't show up. Oh. I've got Dre Sean on YouTube. I've got Dre Lake on TikTok. I've got 2 Dre's. Show me your Dre. And I will show you mine. So I think, I mean, this is my own theory. Because the moment Tifnubu got sworn in, everywhere they took him, anywhere Ganifa admitted, this lawyer will just show up. Sometimes they won't show up. And whenever they show up, they'll just say, you know, my lord, the person has immunity. He has immunity. He cannot come to court. He cannot be prosecuted. He cannot sue anyone, and he cannot be sued. Immunity. It is so easy to drop it. Immunity for president. If you go to court and they say Tinubu must show up in court, they'll say, no, he can't come. And it is like what they call attitude. Jebolo shalowo. You don't put the bangu, the golden brass. You don't put them in the ankle of, no, not the ankle. I think the wrist of Olosha. So I think that prepared him. That's my theory. That prepared him. And from that moment on, judges, police inspector, police commissioner, police this, military major, this or whatever, Tifnubu started befriending just anyone. Iyaloja, babaloja, just anything. Buyable. Justice, this, justice, that. I mean, Baba, and that is what they are calling, he has helped a lot of people. Some of them will say, give me your son, let your son come. You know, I can give him a job, ministry here, ministry there. I push them here and all of that. So they all come back to, you know, I got this land. Oh yeah, give them land for Aja, give them land for Ikoyi, justice. You know that, like, it was like that benevolent. And he was the governor of the richest state in Nigeria. Can you beat that? And as a godfather, what do? You don't get selfish. If you want to feel safe, then you have to get as many people compromised as possible. And Tifnubu learned very early. And I think that's what they want to do now. Apapa is just there to put wedge in the wheel, the legal wheel of Obi, so that when Obi gets to court, when tribunal finally open, imagine a tribunal that open. And then your lawyers are there to fight your petition. Tinubu's lawyers are there. Atiku's lawyers are there in the tribunal. And surprisingly, Labour Party lawyer. So the judge calls you and say, okay, the petitioner, which is the court calls on Peter Obi, that the Labour Party as petitioner versus INEC, Tinubu, APC versus PDP, Atiku, and all of that. And then everybody says, do we have Atiku's lawyers here? And they say, yes, my lord, we are here with our petition, sir. They say, so, do we have Peter Obi's lawyers here? They say, yes, we are here. Do we have Tifnubu's lawyers here? They say, yes, we are here. And then what about APC lawyer? They rise up and say, my lord, we are here. PDP lawyers, are you here in this court? They say, yes, my lord, we are here. And they call on, I say, Labour Party lawyers, and they say, yeah, my lord, objection, my lord. Objection. Why objection? Objection, because we want to withdraw from this case. That's what they want to do. Thank you so much, Oki Success. So I can see your comment now and I can see your gift as well. Thank you. Do you get that? Your lawyer just will stand up and say, we are withdrawing from this case. Imagine that from the beginning of a trial. Or in that same court, you now have two different lawyers representing Labour Party. Apapa lawyer with the letter, with a court letter that says Apapa is the authentic chairman of Labour Party. And they have a letter of withdrawal. And another group of lawyers says, no, we are the Labour Party lawyer on this team. No, we are not withdrawing. Imagine that drama in courts. That's exactly what Apapa is coming to do. They are already doing it at different state tribunals right now. Different House of Assembly, National Assembly tribunals. They are already setting that in motion. All they needed is just to create that confusion. So you that they rigged out, here you are. Your political party is now the one challenging you in court. Do you understand what that means? Thank you. Kiss. So that is what Apapa came to do. So some of you will then understand what it means to have internal saboteurs that can no longer stay internal. Here you get, I beg, which political party chairman would go and approach the court and say the election that we participated in is not rigged. It is free and fair, and we don't want to do any case. And yet, when this man came, they said the intention is not to shut down Peter Obi's case. Now, they want the courts. So that then will take us to the second question. Why? Atiku did there. How come there is no single whatever against Atiku in his case, or what have you? Is it because Atiku didn't actually win second? Or there's something more bigger, sinister? Sorry, pardon me. That's how my brain they work, because I always love to ask questions and questions and questions. Sometimes I kind of have answers. You know, when you ask some questions and you're like, rhetorically, we know the answers. So, but you can still ask anyway. Like, shey Atiku no win second, dini? Or have you ever sat down and be like, okay, fine, maybe you are supporting Obi. Okay, fine, Obi. Have you sat down and feel like, but Obi na thought though, with all this energy from Keyamo, from PDP, from everybody, Obi should step down. Obi should withdraw his case. How come they are not telling Atiku to withdraw his case? Obi should accept the court's judgment. Obi should talk to his people and accept. Why him? Is there something we don't know? Like, I don't know. But I call those questions rhetorical questions. It's like questions you know, and you're just wondering why. But why? Okay. So Apapa will create that scenario in these coming days. And in fact, they are currently working on some people in Anambra that are going to announce that Peter Obi is not a member of their party. Some of them are going to say they gave them money, okay, to change and forge signatures in order to say Peter Obi joined them. You are going to see drama, and a lot of you are going to be so alarmed. Like, like, what is going on? How could people be like this? What is their motivation? And on like that. You are going to see a lot of things happen soon. They are going to tell you that they are from Anambra. And Peter Obi is not a member. Okay? If they have to present money in bags and say Peter Obi gave them money in order for them to forge certificates and forge signature and all of that. And the next thing you're going to hear is that Peter Obi has been suspended or dismissed from Labour Party. All of this are going to happen, and they're going to be so embarrassing. And you're going to be like, why? Why? Currently, now they are saying that people are, I'll show you something. I'll come back to this. Quick one, because I always feel bad that some snippet that should be in between my broadcasts, sometimes I just ignore them because I feel like they are irrelevant. But later I kind of regret and say, and I could have shown them that and all that, even if it's just briefly before I start taking calls. Okay. So they told us today that, you know, Tifnubu is back, and Tifnubu is currently in the defense house in Abuja. Usually, traditionally, anybody they call the president-elect in Nigeria, the moment they declare you will be moved into a place called the defense house. Okay, it is like a mini Aso Rock. Okay, you have all the communication, the military, the security agents. They will be coming in every day to brief you about what they are doing, about what is going on. Okay, and then you can be using those information. So other people like ministers or from people from ministries, parastatals, agencies, all of them will be coming in with data of what is going on, what they are doing, or what you're going to meet. So you'll be interacting with them every now and then. You'll be acting like you are already president. Sure, you get. Well, my ego, I don't like you talking about this, that he will never be president. He's going to return the return certificate. Listen, I am not disputing that, okay? I'm not disputing whatever you believe. I'm trying to make you understand that how to manage situation like this so that you don't end up so disappointed, so hungry, so bad to the point that you get depressed. Don't be like that. Okay? So they'll move somebody there. That's what they have done to Kolu. But something happened today. And the reason why I have to quickly tell you this is because we have heard that Tifnumbu named 15 people or 25 people as members of his presidential transition, whatever. They are the people that will be meeting with people in government. Sure, you get. And they are likely those who are going to be the first set of people to be in his government. Marwa's daughter is going to be there. The son of Bichi, DSS chairman or the DSS director. His son is going to be one of the members of Tifnumbu's government. Is in that transition. But they say there's no single Igbo in that transition. Yeah, committee. No single Igbo. And people are now saying that why should there be Igbo in there? Igbos don't like APC. Igbos don't like Tifnumbu. So why do they want to be in his government? I was like, what about Igbos who are in APC? So they're being consequential. They'll be nothing. So those ones are they are Nigerians who give them something, and those ones are not complaining. I say, but you are saying that why should Igbo? Why can't you pick one of them and put them in that? My friend, let me tell you something. We don't want saboteurs. We don't want people that will come and spoil Tinubu's government. Really? So a political party that has vowed that a section of the country is inconsequential. Now we have been hearing that, Abi. Okay, so they said that today, 4 Igbo politicians who claim to be Igbo leaders, they went to that defense house because they wanted to go and pay solidarity visit to Tifnumbu, the president-elect. And they said, Remi Werekwe turned them back at the gate. He no send dog after them. She no send dogs after them. They came as Igbo chiefs, Igbo leaders, who won't come greet the president-elect. But Remi Werekwe told our dogs they should turn them back. They don't want to see any of them here. It's not fake news, it's real. But let me show you. So earlier today, Tifnumbu left his house, a retirement house in Abuja, for defense house, okay? Like this. So we are back. We are back to that era where if you see 10 seconds video of Tifnumbu, you go just manage them like that. Yeah, you have to manage it like that. You remember that of Bokuwari? 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 10 seconds, or 25 seconds at most. You'll be lucky if you get to see where Bokuwari is speaking at length. You won't hear majority of whatever he's saying, but at least you can say that is always like once in a while. So we are back in that time now. So they left his house in this convoy. They were taking him to defense house, And then in the defense house, there were a few people who came around few seconds as usual. Manager, at least to show saying they are alive. And if he stand up, if we've not seen where he is talking in any of this video, they won't let you hear him talking. When he says something, Baba, now breaking news. Sure, anytime we drop anything on Lamba, me, I know, because I am somebody who has been like trolling all of them.
Hey, I'm fine.
But then you're not just doing that, you have to empower the court.
Amen. Bless. Thank you very much. Hey, Sule, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to be back. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm fine.
But then you're not just doing that, you have to empower the court.
Amen. Bless. Thank you very much. Hey, Sule, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to be back. Yes, sir.
That's Okorocha there, the one that is popularly called the Okoro Hausa. So Okorocha and others paying their homage. You get me. She Okorocha no be Igbo, Mayegun. I thought you said some Igbos were turned back. Okay, you get me. Okorocha is one of them. But indeed, there were some Igbos turned back. Maybe those ones are considered as not part of them. Sure, you get. Okay, you got me. You got me. Okorocha is Igbo, but some of them will tell you that, no, English leader, Igbo leader, you mad in Mayegun. You better don't insult us. If you call Okorocha a leader in Igbo land. But he's Igbo. You see that one that he is also, that he is holding his hand. That's the one they are projecting to be your speaker in Nigeria when Gbajabia Mole or Gbajabia Moron is expected to be the chief of staff, or Faleke, Gbajabia Mole. The two of them are being considered as likely the chief of staff to Kolu, or whatever happens. This one on your screen is said to be from Northwest or something like that. I can't remember his name. But that's Kolu taking him into the room to say, yeah, come here. Well, they say you want to be speaker. Come here, can got him on the chef.
Come.
I just don't know.
I think I have another clip. There is, I think I'm done with that. Or maybe this, but that's the chairman. See that one that is smiling, Zobo Zobo? That one is Ekiti governor. Hey, it go there interesting. Some of you, the obedient. I know you are fighting for your lives. You've claimed that, okay? A lot of us are fighting for our lives too, in a different way, okay? But sometimes I just feel like, a lot of people. There's this particular quote. It's not even a quote. It's actually a tweet. So they said that a particular brand of eyeglasses. They said will cost about $10,000 US dollars. I was like, some were asking, is it going to make me see heaven? Would I see the coming of Jesus, or would I see, whatever? Would I be able to see the future? Then somebody now said that, with these 10,000 naira glasses, would I be able to see Shege? I know that just came like, Shege, you the wine us in it. Shege na free now. You don't pay for Shege. In Nigeria, Shege na free. So sometimes in reverse, I kind of want to, secretly, I kind of want to be, sit back and watch when Kolu will be delivering the Shege. And the first people that will react are the people that Kolu and his gang are currently claiming to have made Kolu president. Thank you very much, Jare, our northern brother. Thank you so much for the North, for standing up for Ashiwaju. Because by the time Ashiwaju begin to deliver the Shege, you don't go pay for them. Are you with me? It go reach everyone, like that of Bokwari is reaching everybody. You no go pay for them, it's free. You don't need a 10,000 naira or $10,000 goggle or glasses. You don't need a soothsayer. You don't need to pay anybody. You will see it. So sometimes, I know that shege is the reason why some of you are saying that you would rather fight to the end instead of allowing Tinubu to be sworn in. If you calm down, okay? Because even Pastor Ruga, at some point when he has to explain it to people, it's like,
he don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
Calm down. If you control how you're gonna chop the breakfast by understanding the breakfast, sometimes, right? Could prompt you. Some of you are like, if you know what I know, say Tinubu go do, I rather fight for my children. I rather fight for my future. I understand. I do. I really do. No, I really do understand your feeling. And I do wish that you have so much to be happy for when what you are currently kind of fighting to stop or prevent is indeed prevented. But I am saying that the avenue where you are expecting that reprieve to come from is compromised. Their court is compromised. Sure you get. So last, when Tinubu is sworn in and is your president, okay, you don't have to see him as sworn. But unfortunately, the shege, when it starts coming up, you see the northern Nigeria that has been so battered, so affected by the terrorism we are seeing today. And then you're going to say, and yet they are so quiet. It is called the peace of the graveyard. With Kolu in 3 months, just 3 months. By August, September, you will begin to wonder, where are all these voices coming from in northern Nigeria? Because a northerner is no longer the president of Nigeria. Why are they always coming back now to attack Tinubu as if to say they are not in Nigeria for the past 8 years? Even you, when not like Tinubu, the level of attack that will be coming from northern Nigeria, they are expecting you, the obedient. This is another misfire, and I want you to understand this complex theory I am about to paint for you. So calm down. Let me explain them one after the other, okay? Here is the scenario. Scenario one is majority of them currently believe that whether you like it or not, Tinubu will be sworn in, including those that are still going to see shege under that same Tinubu. They are currently thinking they are part of those who are not going to see that, and you will no support them. You go see that shege. Are you with me? They are saying that now with confidence. That's scenario one. So they would expect you obedient. So they will call you wailing wailer, crying criers, tearing tiaras. I made that up. There's nothing like that. They will call you names because their focus is that you are going to be the opposition. You are going to be the one that's going to continue to make Tinubu illegitimate. But they will be wrong. Yeah, they will be wrong. I'm not saying you won't be, but in fact, you self go shock. Here is where your own shock will come from. Whenever Boko Haram and his criminal gang are doing what they are doing, and you see those who are screaming, this country is, this Nigeria is bad. This country is going to, Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is, they kill how many people, Mayegun? 39 people. Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is shaking. You will be seeing Sulaiman Abubakar. They will be saying, God bless Nigeria. God bless Baba Buhari. God will make Baba Buhari succeed. Every time you speak, they say, you are just enemy of Nigeria. They don't kidnap 400 people in Kaduna. Why are you screaming? Are you from Kaduna? Suleiman, Abu. But why you don't feel bad now? They don't kill 80 people for Kaduna. My friend, are you from Kaduna? No be 80 people they kill. Stop exaggerating. Now only 79 people. And is it Buhari that killed them? Is it Buhari that sent people to Shekini for 8 years? So now so with the battle. It can't be less than a Southerner. Can't they overcry? That time, they never start kidnapping us. So we never started paying ransom. We were reacting to where Nigeria was headed at the time. They called us wailing wailer, crying criers. The northern Nigeria continued to burn. Kidnappers, terrorists continue to spread in northern Nigeria. The rage that we saw in them when Jonathan was president of Nigeria, we didn't see that rage anymore. Oh, gone. Even though the situation has gone even worse, but the rage is gone. If you say anything about it, you are enemy. Arrest him. DSS, so they're supposed to kill you. You this way, come back home. Come back to Nigeria. They're supposed to shoot you for head. Because at the time you say that they kill people, because they never kill you, they're supposed to kill you too. They're supposed to in defense of Bokuwari. Now you are going to see the real north. When Tifnubu is going to be the reason why the Fulani terrorists are killing them. The reason why Boko Haram is swap are kidnapping them. Suddenly, the entire problem of Nigeria that the northern Nigeria says is none of Buhari's business. Buhari no create them. They go put them on top of Tinubu. You will not like Tinubu say, go say, Abba, am I dreaming? Are you joking? Is my eyes paining me? The northern Nigeria and them, they do this. This is bad. This is hypocrisy. It's not. Because the people they are about to deal with, that they are calling themselves friends. Thank you, Jare, my brother. Thank you, my brother from Kano. That is Womumu Dokpemu from Okoko Maiko. He wanted to show that Yorubas are building alliance according to the to his political criminal leaders who are telling that they are building alliance where they are not building nada. They are about to find out. Because now it will come be the Arewa jihadist APC versus the Yoruba xenophobic APC. You can't see fight. You obedient, you go be referee. I'm not denying your prayer, that your prayer should be answered, that call should never even be won. Because the people with the owners of propaganda, the Southwest Nigeria, they will not kind of wait for the northern Nigeria that they have lied for, that they have killed their own people or denied their own people for. Kolu could not talk about the terrorism in Yoruba land because he no one fed the northern Nigeria. Lagos, Sabo, Baku, Soshogbo, Alimanjiris, the ass lickers, the ass, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the all-risers. They denied Yoruba in the face of terrorism in Nigeria because they didn't want to offend their friends in the north. But guess what? That same north is going to blame Yorubas for the insecurity in the north. And all of you are going to be like, what? What? The northern Nigeria, you go to hear things. They will show you that, and guess what? It will come be fire for fire between the two of them. Amayegun's diary political. I will be here to show to you that I did say it. To see, they don't start to. Get ready for that. So that's just on the side. I have told you what I've observed. I have shared with you what I think. They are all my theory. You don't have to believe any of them. The fact that you sat there and you enjoyed it to this moment, I want to say thank you to you. That's what I do all the time. I present my own theory. And most of the time, they kind of align with some of the thoughts of so many people too. And some said, well, you are just speaking my mind. And in fact, you are helping me to think even further. And I'm so grateful to you, Mayegun, for that. So I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell you what to or how to do whatever you have to do. I just show to you what things are. And if you are interested, I just want to believe that you should be able to like act right. In my book, when they say if you know right, they say if you know better, you should do better. I mean, that is what is called education, isn't it? I learn all the time, and people learn from me as well, which is because I share what I know. So Kolu is in defense house, and they have started selecting who and who are going to decide your fate after May 29. And Kolu is relying very much on that inauguration. All in it is just the power, and Kolu will be the one to appoint your judges, appoint the police chief, appoint the EFCC chair, appoint the DNDLEA chair, appoint the DSS director, appoint all of those who are going to be in charge of your life. So think about that. And then remember, there is Pablo, and there is Osama, and there is Nigeria. One go give way at the end of the day. Ma go make another tea. I want to take calls tonight. I also want to say thank you to everybody who responded to our call last night. Let me tell you something. See, a lot of you will be here and be like, hey, this guy, every time he's always talking about it. See, we don't just talk about the problems, okay? We do our little. After explaining the problems to the people, we do our own little to bring people together, all right, to help the people that we believe are the same victims of all I have said. Some people do listen. A lot of people actually do listen. Millions of naira have been raised on this platform and channeled towards helping people in Nigeria, whether or not for justice or whether or not for welfare support or education support or family support or even financial support. So what you heard last night is just an idea of what we are fully into outside Mayegun's diary political. Yoruba Union, caring for the children of Yoruba land. And it doesn't even matter whether they are Yorubas or non-Yorubas. Wherever we find any child in any school in Yoruba land that needs every support. And that's exactly what we have been doing. And that's what we want to expand so that their parents who are also our members too, their teachers who are our members too, including some of them who are medical practitioners who are our members. And we are spreading this enough that our strategy is going to work. And a lot of you responded last night when you started making inquiries on how can you adopt any child or children, and what does it take to be a sponsor of a child. So you can sponsor a child or children in Yoruba land, and they are of different categories, by the way. The children who are like needed financial support on their education and all that, and those who need financial support, who need extra support, like children with special needs, like disability and all that. We have them in Yoruba land. We want to impact on their life. We want to help reduce the numbers of our miseducated, uneducated, and then poorly educated out-of-school children in Yoruba land, because those are our own future Boko Haram. They don't care. We do. And that's why we want others too as well. A lot of you care too, and you've been making that inquiry. I am bringing this Yoruba Union team back on Friday. We're going to have another segment, and you can come in, join, and ask your questions from them and what you need to do. We are currently looking forward to raising funds in helping 5,000 families across the 8 states in Yoruba land. And this is doable. I've got a wonderful team and wonderful people who actually wanted to make that happen. And a lot of you responded, that, like I said yesterday, not just making inquiries, by also making contribution, donating towards this. Now, by Friday, I'm going to pull all of our donations together from all platforms, and I'm going to come and tell you how much have we raised and how far are we, or how close are we in achieving what we call our next project. We have wonderful stuff that we are planning as well. Not just talking about the problem. We want to change the problem, but it is a huge task. But with your support, I think it's doable. If we are many, there is so much power in number. I will show you. So don't go anywhere. I'm coming back to take calls. And like I said, please like this broadcast, share it, subscribe, and thank you. You got me to over 81,000. We are now over 81,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are 19,000 subscribers away from 100,000. Do you think we can get to that 100,000 before the end of this year? I think we can. I don't know. I think we can. 19,000 more. Will be home and dry. Don't go anywhere. I'll go make my tea. Then we'll start taking calls tonight.
in a wire. Oh, you joke around, in a wire. I'm a leader, what we don't go with them. I'm a leader, what we don't go with them. I'm a leader, what we don't go with them. I'm a leader, what we don't go with them. I'm a leader, what we don't go with them. Some people think say you dey do juju. Hold on. Is this a joke? They will never go free. Them dey bone face oh. Oh yeah, that would them dey bone face for. Easy body yeah. You're so wicked they walk oh. You know, as I'm watching you on television now, they pain them. That is all. And they sweet when they see me appear like this, they pain them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. I see they pain them, they see us. I see they pain us, they pay. When I say I see they pain them, they see.
You go the sweet us. Hello there.
Hello, Mayago, how are you?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
Yeah, this is Steve from Canada.
Steve from Canada.
How are you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the good job you are doing, and so much appreciated.
Thank you,
sir. I pray that God will continue to bless you.
Amen.
I just want to make 2 or 3 quick comments.
Please.
Number one is about call. You know that there is something, that an evil person knows how to do. And the devil is very, very determined to do that. That is to kill, to steal, and to destroy.
That's right.
So, and that is what is noted for. And if you check his incident, you can say that it happened among Afeni Ferry. I divided Afeni Ferry, then Yoruba nation. Mm-hmm. And now he said he's coming to rule Nigeria. Even though if it gets in May 29, I'm just sorry for Nigeria because a wicked person cannot have any good thing to do for Nigeria. That's just the truth. So his own, as they are fighting him here, if they are fighting me in the north, first thing, so how do I divide the north? If they are fighting me in the east, how do I divide the east? They are fighting in the west, how many people do you want to divide?
How many do you want to, how many group would you want to divide?
So that is that is where the problem is. Number 2 is the judiciary. I'm just sorry for the lawyers in Nigeria because if the judiciary are so corrupt, what is the sense of reading law? Why is spending that number of years to go and read law in the university and then go to law school? It just make a caricature of the profession. That is all. Because if a professional association is not having integrity anymore, what else? Okay, look at, take for example, now I will give you one scenario in Nigeria. There is there are these 2 institutes, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, and there's another one called the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, ANA. So IDB created ANA, according to what I have, to spite ICANN, for one thing. But ICANN maintain what is called integrity. They never, compromise. And, when ICANN stand, between an ANA accountant stand and an ICANN accountant stand, when it talks about standard, the 2 of them are not comparable. Despite government, backing for ANA. So if they think that judges today they collect, you cannot, they just do to court, then it means that the lawyers are rubbishing themselves. This is the time that the lawyers are supposed to rise up. That you judges, you have to do the right thing. Otherwise, you are sending the profession to the grave. And that is where this thing is going. They don't know. They thought that they are enjoying it. It is not. They are sending the profession into the grave. At the end of the day, before you know it, they say you are sons. Which kind of sons? Get out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is what it's going to result to. You are a judge. Get out. You know, all these chop judges. That is how it's going. That's what's going. So that respect,
just like somebody parading himself or herself today as a INEC commissioner, you just look at them like twice, like INEC.
Exactly. You know, just like you know, there was a time they look at, you know, teachers. When you see teachers, you know, when I was very small, I don't even believe that teachers go to toilet. I don't believe it. I thought they are sent from heaven, the way we look at the teachers. But now, what are teachers become? So that is exactly how lawyers are going to become. And that profession is going to become if they don't rise up and defend that profession. That's how it's going to become. Well, but if they can get it right now and then they rise up and say, judges, if you do the wrong thing, this is going to be the consequences. And they all stand up. You will see if they deliver a landmark judgment and set that election aside, you will see what is going to happen to law profession in Nigeria. They will be healed all over the world. They will heal all over the world. But I don't think they will do something like that. I just pray they will do something like that. But if they don't, you know, that is it. So another one is for the followers of this this so-called the Agbado minds. I think most of them, because I know the time when Buhari was coming, we were shouting, this man doesn't have anything. Get out, what are you talking about? He's a military man, he can do anything. This one, get out. You say, what are you talking about? But now, if you will not be, you will be surprised with that some of these Agbado are now abusing Buhari now.
They are. They can't wait for him to be gone and start blaming him for things they couldn't say for 80 years. They will start saying them now.
Their own is coming.
Yes.
Their own is coming. They will hate this man more than more than what I call a shit. They will hate him more than shit. That is the way I will describe it. Lastly, somebody mentioned something on the television the other day that there is this case that has been in the court of this man since November. That case never come up. The case of this certificate issue.
Which one is that?
That was okay. I think in November, the Chicago University case, and this that was filed by one lawyer from Nahur also. I was filing a court, Federal High Court. You know that case is November last year.
Since last year.
That shows how corrupt the judiciary is. And I know that something might have transpired. They don't allow that case to come up.
They won't let it see the light of the day. And then whenever it comes out, they will throw it out for lack of
and whenever
evidence.
They will throw it out for lack of evidence or one
technicality, or one technical issue.
To say it, again, the judiciary, that profession, law profession, is digging his grave in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Steve. Let me take another one.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's Steve from Canada. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hey, Prince Jejeman. How are you?
Yeah, Baba, this is Prince Jejeman.
Well,
Baba, we're done.
Tonight, or how are you doing?
Yes, so I won't go grassroots today because
yes,
I want make Janja weed, make them hear us. You know.
Go on, Baba.
You know, say Baba, the Canada always said they made they come to class in class. Now the kind of class with their slates, you know, so that they can understand within the talk. Say you talk one thing this night about Atiku.
Yes.
You ask say why?
I mean,
You talk on 3 times,
that's
and
what a lot of
it
people
make
are
me say,
asking,
make I
like,
call. You see, my ego Atiku, you know, say he's a serial contestant.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's just like a Buhari. You understand? You know, when you see people that are desperate like that, they have a aim, they have a dangerous aim. Okay? And you see, Atiku is what we call the Agadagbachiruzo.
Say that again.
You know, Agadagbachiruzo.
Agadagbachiruzo.
Yes.
Agadagbachiruzo.
It's like
what does that mean?
It's like a thorn that